What's up, YouTube? Brendan from Market Makers, guys. Today, tomorrow, the next 24 hours is a huge day, possibly for the crypto market, specifically Bitcoin as well. So what's going on? Guys, we're going to review the charts, but real quick, we hit our fib time. We're going to look at that. Jerome Powell's testimony, the chairman of the Federal Reserve, United States of America, his testimony gets released tomorrow, and tomorrow is earnings reports from the stock market. Big day. Today's a holiday here in America, so all those markets are closed. Guys, what does this mean for Bitcoin? We hit some key milestones on our charts. We're going to jump into that, guys. And real quick, if you like this TA, please smash the like button, send it out to your friends. We're trying to grow our channel. Thank you so much for everybody that's participating in the comments. I try to reply to everybody, as you can see. Guys, and our link to our room for our Discord is in the video description, as well as BitGet with all the bonuses, okay? So let's get into the meat and potatoes of what's happening. Guys, you know from watching this channel now the last couple weeks, the Phi summation series. And what was this? This is the previous accumulation box. Here, I'll zoom out and show you guys for the new watchers. This is this accumulation box for Bitcoin. This box right here, we measured 8 bars on the daily time frame from the down thrust candle to where price started to decline, and the same patterns repeating in this box. And let's go look at that. So look, guys, we have our down thrust candle, and then the 8th bar gets you to here, and then you have the price decline, right? Really interesting. And then this matched up, of course, perfectly with our 8-bar count. And you guys got this like 2 weeks ago here on this channel. Really excited about this when fibs play out. Guys, look at our fib time. It says January 18th. We've been discussing this in the comments. I can't show you guys, but I am set to New York time, Eastern Standard Time. So the bar does say January 18th. So I don't know. TradingView does its own calculation. But as you can see, we hit it. 8-bar prediction. 8 bars. Again, 8 bars from our down thrust candle to where price starts to decline. So very interesting to watch. We got fib confluence, we got Phi summation confluence here, and we're looking to see what happens with Bitcoin. We're going to get into this in the other charts. As you know, we had this black swan pattern pushing the price up. We never got up to our level. And guys, look what else happened at the fib time. Right in front of it. We've been talking about this for weeks as predicted. The death cross, the 55-233 EMA death cross, right on that line. I mean, isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing when you consider the fact, this is how powerful Phi tools are, when you consider the fact that this fib time is pulled from the previous all-time high, right? This is where the final point was on the fib time. That's November 10th. November 10th gives you this key pivot point in price action. You guys got it, so that's awesome. Let's go ahead and click through some charts. I just showed you this. This is the weekly WYCKOFF, but as you can see, holding key price levels here, as you guys know. So, you know, we had our bullish candle. Now we're getting our bearish candle. Will we come back down and test key support? We have to watch. We have to watch. But let's get into the smaller time frames. Guys, the weekly Navarro pattern, okay? So I made that video yesterday or 2 days ago, the education video. I released it at a really bad time. It was like midnight Eastern time. So if you guys didn't watch that video, it's called Next Level TA. I go over how to use some fib tools to analyze price action and look for resistance and support, okay? And very well received, and thank you so much for all the comments on the video. So I want to finish that off with showing you the trend-based fib right here. So trend-based fib, people asked me, a good question was, how do you use the fib retracement versus the trend-based fib? I use the trend-based fib when it's clearly defined waves, and I usually use it on larger time frames. It works in smaller time frames, but you can clearly see the waves here, okay? Beginning of the bull run to the previous all-time high, down to the bottom of the market, and it gave you your market top to 618. No candle closes above it, okay? Gives you the market top right here for the 382 where price is getting resisted from. And again, a clearly defined wave. If you want to get these down projections, if Bitcoin just fell apart, where it would go, you take your previous all-time high down to your market low, up to your current all-time high, and you get your downward projection looking at the golden ratio, the 1618 Phi, okay? The golden ratio, 10,630, 10,871, 10,781. Doesn't mean that's where Bitcoin's going, guys. These are projections for waves. The trend-based fib gives you a wave projection, okay? So I just want to share that with you guys. And as you guys know, we're holding key support still, but that pattern exists, so it is there. The daily WYCKOFF, guys. again, we've been tracking this, and this thing has just been tracking so beautifully. I showed this in the last video, so if you didn't watch the video, go watch it because it's really interesting for fibs, people that are interested in FI trading. Pulling from the down thrust candle in the backup, which is the reaccumulation box before Bitcoin went on to make its all-time high, pulling from the down thrust candle up to the up thrust candle gives you your 1 fib base at the current price level. You see that? The down thrust, let me zoom in. I know people can't see it, it's small on phone screens. Look at the down thrust candle. The down thrust candle went to 39,610. This is 39,596. Every single accumulation box, I said this last video, every single accumulation and reaccumulation box in the Wyckoff price cycle for Bitcoin, this bull run has held the 1 fib. Okay, so when is Bitcoin in danger? Some bearish things have happened, as you guys know from watching this channel. We have the 55,233 cross. We had the pivot point in the fib. So the next 24 hours is key. All those key things happening in the next 24 hours, we have to hold 39,596. That's the BitGet number. The way you can get that number on your exchange, whether you're using KuCoin, Binance, whatever, go look at the down thrust candle on the daily. That bottom number for where the candle got to the low, that's the number you have to hold. That's your key support, or else you're falling down below the previous accumulation level, okay, which no cycle has done yet in accumulation for Bitcoin for this bull run. So that's the key level you need to hold on a BitGet, 39,596, and so far so good. The death cross happened. We could roll down. We talked about this, the key levels of support. We'll look at it in a 4-hour time frame. Let's keep going forward. Guys, I showed you this as well, and this is the shark pattern. So this shark pattern, oh man, I didn't minimize this, sorry. So this shark pattern, as you guys know from watching this, X to A is how price travels up to B to C, potentially going up to D where it would find resistance and then start returning. Could be a serious retracement, could just be a small retracement and consolidate and potentially move up. That's if price gets more bullish momentum, and it could get that bullish momentum if we can find that spring, okay? I think this death cross is going to roll us down, and we're going to look at that in a 4-hour time frame to where it could go. So 4-hour time frame, a couple of things to track. That last video I did, guys, was like, what, 30 minutes? So I'm trying to get all the key points. I'll mix it up. I'll put TA videos, teaching videos out there, and I'll also always do TA as well. But I don't want to do back-to-back-to-back super long videos. I know people are busy and they got things to do. So the 4-hour time frame, guys, looking specifically at Ichi here, my Heiken Ashi candles, you can see a clear trend. Right now you are visibly in a downtrend. So when you look at this, again, the important thing about Ichi, remember I told you last video, look how thin that cloud is getting. You see how thin this cloud is? This is good because this is telling you resistance is minimal here. Now we have our outer extremities of my channel here for resistance. We got above this one. So what it's doing right now is exactly what it's done every accumulation cycle. It's rolling down. The difference being you do have that 55 and 233. Big difference, okay? So you do have that death cross, although we did have the same death cross in the previous June-July accumulation cycle. Bitcoin rolled down and then pumped up to make the new all-time high. So we want to see this hold our key level support down there again, 39,596, and Bitcoin come back up, find a spring. It's gonna, I predict if Bitcoin does come through here, I'll show you exactly where it's gonna punch through. Okay, this is just from my experience of cloud trading for over 20 years now. Okay, this was after Japanese candlesticks. This is the first system of trading that I learned from a Japanese trader. So what's most likely gonna happen is we're gonna get our roll down, something like this. We might even hold this line. So you might get your price declination holding this line. If we do get that bullish momentum and spring up, it's going to be in this quadrant right here, okay? That quadrant right there is going to be where you break through the thinnest part of the cloud. You don't want to have to try to break through a cloud like that. So Bitcoin has an opportunity here to hold the line, not lose 39,596. You're going to get decrease in price because of that death cross from up above, okay? You're going to get a rollover, which is expected, as you guys know from watching this channel, because we're tracking the exact same way, step for step. Every accumulation cycle followed the Wyckoff method step for step, okay? Not the exact candle layout, but the exact steps. So this is all good right now, but we have to hold that key support. So let's look at a couple other things here in the 4-hour time frame. I showed you that pattern that gets us up to near the all-time, or up to the 66K level. Is that where it was? I don't want to misquote myself. Yeah, about 65, 66K. So let's go ahead and look at some other patterns if there are any here on the 4-hour time frame. And I do see a pattern. So basically, guys, what I'm always doing as a phi trader, looking at phi patterns, I'm always looking for M or W patterns. Okay, this is counter trend trading, and you can learn about this stuff in our room if you guys want to come check it out. So what I'm doing is looking for a W or an M pattern, and I see one. I'm going to get my pattern tool, put the weak magnet on here, and we're going to start down here at our swing low to our swing high, to the low, to the high. And this would be a bullish pattern. That 556 tells me this is a bat. So this could come down. I mean, it could be traded as a Gartley as well. So anywhere between the 786, which is right about there at 40,627, all the way to the 886, right about there, which is, I got to pull this up, which is 39,611. This pattern's telling you we could be coming down to retest the bottom, which I spoke about many times now on this channel, right? So we could be coming down to retest this bottom, getting close down to it, okay? So this is something to watch, something to pay attention to. If we do get price declination, we want to get picked up along one of these two key points, okay? And again, that is 786 roughly, so 40,006. Let me mark these so I can talk about them easier. 40,669, and then basically our floor, the 39,611, okay? These are two areas we want to see if price comes down, if it can hold one of these two areas and bounce back up. So we need to watch that. We need to see what happens. And of course, we can pull a fib here as well and go, I want to show you projections, or I'll show you this. So if we do bounce back up, we want to look at our immediate levels here, where we could go up to for targets, okay? So if we come down to this deeper retracement and retest our bottom, you can expect resistance at the 382 at 41.4, the 0.5 at 42, the 618 at 42.5. These are just the resistance levels in this current small trend, okay? This isn't like the key resistance levels in the larger trend with the larger clusters or candles. And then your 1618 would get you back on top of this big Ichi cloud at 47,364. So those are some levels that we have to watch if we do end up playing out this pattern, okay? And let's go ahead and pull, what do I want to do here? Let's go ahead and look higher up, get a bigger retracement, gather more candles. And let's go from, what price level is this? This is 52. And then you're dealing with basically all-time highs. So yeah, we could pull it from here too. See what a retracement would look like from here, just to give you guys an idea. Some more potential targets. Numbers don't change too much. 44, 46, 47, 52, okay? So really you're just pulling retracements from swing highs to lows, looking at where price could do, price could do. And by retracement, guys, that means price comes down and then goes back up. That's all that means, okay? And these are areas you can look for potential resistance levels at. And let me check my ATR as well. So I have my ATR here programmed to show color candles for buy-sell trends in Heikinashi, and as you can see, we are red candles. Obviously, these are selling trends, and you can see the targets here on the 30-minute time frame. Looking at, just to look at a more in focus trend, you can see the candles here, how they dip down, and we did hit the 1618 target for people that were trend trading, because I put out a trend trading video in my room yesterday. So guys, I hope you enjoy this type of TA, and check out this, watch the next 24 hours is what I want to say. Watch the next 24 hours, 5 summation series completed, the fib time completed, everything completed. We need to watch price. As you can see, it is right on the fib time bar and it is declining at the moment. We got to hold that key support. We could end up getting, so in phi trading, you could end up getting that price declination, retesting this PRZ of the Black Swan, getting a type 2 reaction, which could end up being our spring, okay? That could end up being our spring. Because again, when we look at our actual WYCKOFF here on the daily, I was going to end the video and now I'm talking some more. When you look at the actual WYCKOFF video here on the daily, look at our previous accumulation cycle. So when you look at this, you can see exactly what we did, right? Down thrust candle, roll over like we've been talking about, guys. And this candle in the down thrust got to 28,797, and then the last candle got to 29,263. So we could come really close, just like this previous cycle, to retesting our base. And then you get your spring and your sign of strength, your last point of support, which could, and how crazy would that be if we do pump up and our pump ends up looking just like the cutout that I've been showing you guys, where this last point of support gets us above the 233 and the 55. It could play out that exact same way. Time will tell, guys. Another video coming tomorrow. Please check out the room, smash the like button. Talk to you guys soon. Happy trading, everybody.